Hello everyone, welcome back on new lecture. Guys, I'm R.K. Singh, Unity game developer, YouTuber and blogger. So today part is going to be a very important part, like from last few part and now. So because these are the very basic stuff, and if you are going to understand this thing and by using the command, so you will be much more confident, as well as you will be easily able to work on the GUI stuff also. So let's start the today video, and today video is really very important. So please give your full attention, and this is going to be my theory part, and in next lecture we will learn that how we can do the practically, because it is much more lengthy. So I wanted to just learn the theory so that you just understand what we are going on the practical work. So here you can see git branch, merge request. So there are lots of term, it is used very easily, and whenever you are going on your Chrome browser, so whatever you see here you can see that is the main branch default, that is, and it is protected. Why protected? Because only owner can push in this branch. Okay, so basically what is a branch? Because you know, most of people have heard basically what is the branch, and we are just trying to understand what is the branch. So what is the tree? So similar concept apply here. So basically there is a one tree and there are multiple branches. So you can understand, like, a tree is one repository and branch is, you can say, multiple branches are there. So what is the branch? So in the version control, branch is a essential independent line of development. Like if you have one repository, like here we have one repository and we have put all your code here. Okay, but let's suppose we have 5 developers. So 5 developer want to work, and if we are giving them to work on the main, so might be somebody have just make the changes that their error is coming and push in this branch. So your whole project will be, you can say, disturbed. So the best way to do is, like, this is your repository, so create new branch like Ramkesh branch, and where I will be assigned to work, or for other developer create another branch. So basically this will be happen, and any developer can create the branch, so there no any issue with it. And currently it is remote, so people call it remote means on the GitLab platform, and this branch will be also created in your local system, and that thing need to be pushed if you want to update on your remote means GitLab platform. Okay, fine. So you know what is the branch. So branch is, you can say, another development line of development from the repository where you do all your work. Okay, and it also matter from where you are creating your branch. Let's suppose this is the core project. Let's suppose I have created another branch, that is Ramkesh, and somebody created another branch from the Ramkesh. So he will have my code, like Ramkesh, whatever Ramkesh branch have code, he will get that code. And if somebody create the branch from main, so he will have the main code, whatever he on the repository is. So it also matters that from where you are creating your branch. Okay, so we will, what the best and which are the commands we have to use. So here you can see git branch. So whenever you are going to type the git branch, so it will show you the name, which branch are there in the repository. And what is the way to create the branch? So you have to just type git branch, and then you have to give the name of branch. And here why I have written the feature fly Ramkesh. So this is the standard way to perform the naming. Okay, so let's suppose you are working on any feature. Let's suppose I am creating on a one player, and feature is that player should fly. So what I will do git branch feature fly Ramkesh, so that after the merging the branch. So what is the merging the branch? I will talk to you about this, but first understand that naming, why I did give the naming, because if there are multiple person are working, so everyone have their own version on branches, so it should be very clear that who is working on that branch. So that's why this is the standard way, feature fly and Ramkesh. And people ask many question about the main branch, master branch. So people get confused about it. And here you can see that is the main branch, and you must have heard about the master branch. So let's talk about first master branch. So master branch, you can say it is a history. Previously, whenever any repository was getting created, especially on the GitHub, and it was also on the GitLab, but currently there is no any master branch. So master branch was getting created, that was the default branch. So currently it was coming master and default protected, but it is the history. Every Git platform have changed, and now they are using main branch, because this term was getting misused. People was become very confused. So now they are using the main branch. And why it is main branch? Because your main code go inside the main branch. You can add anywhere, but main branch is the default branch and it is protected. So mainly your main project go in your main branch. Okay, so main branch is a default branch nowadays. And master branch was your previously in a history, it was getting used as a default branch, but currently as a default branch, main branch is getting used. Okay, and standard way to work. Okay, so standard way to work I will explain further, but standard way for the naming is right here, feature, and then you have to give the name of feature. Like you have to write like this, feature, and then you have to give the name of feature. So write the feature name, and here developer name, or a person who is using the branch. So it may be artist. So that's why I'm not calling the developer, because this branch can be used anywhere. Okay, so this is the naming stuff I share with you. And standard way to work, I have another slide, but let me show you with the pictures. If you are visiting first time, or might you have heard this thing. So here currently it is the master, but nowadays you will get the main branch. Okay, so let's suppose anybody have created one branch, like Ramkesh have created one branch, and any further anybody is going to be create another branch or something. So this is the way to just going this way, or and after your work is going to be done, so everything is going to be just merge in the master branch. Like let's suppose Ramkesh, it is not a very proper diagram, but this is the main branch or master branch. And for the working, what you have to do, you have to create another branch, that will be your feature branch, and where you will perform your all tasks, and after all tasks it will get merged in the master branch. So it's depend on that. If somebody creating branch here, so it will be get here. Maybe somebody created branch here, or maybe somebody created branch here. Okay, so anyone can create a branch at any point of view. So whenever you are going to create any branch, so you have to discuss with your team member then where you have to create. Most of time it is you have to create from the main branch or by default branch, but every team have their own understanding, every team have their own rule, that how they are going to work on the branches. So it is very important that you discuss with your team member that how you are going to perform the branching stuff and development with branch. Okay, so let me show you the standard way to work with these branches. Okay, and it is not a compulsory, as I told you that it is depend on your team member, that how and what the way you follow. So let's suppose I told you that main branch or master branch, so that called production branch. What is the production branch? Production branch is something that is going to be public and people are using it. So that is the main branch. And people also create the developer branch. So here you can see that is the main branch. People also create another branch, that is the developer branch, and this developer branch get used for center. Like anybody want to create any developer, let's suppose A, B, C, D are the developers, they have to work on the project. So basically from the main branch, developer branch getting created, and any developer A, B, C, D want to work on any feature, so they will create another branch from here. Let's suppose A, so A will create another branch, B will create another branch, and they will start working. And in Unity, that is very important that no one can work on any other scene. Like A is working on scene S1, so B should work on the S2. They cannot work on same branch or same scene. That will create the merge conflict. So we'll talk about merge conflict also. Okay, so from the developer branch, you have to take your other branches, and here is the feature branch. As I told you that if a developer want to work, so they will create the feature branches, and if their work is going to be done and tested, so after that it will go in the developer branch. Okay, and few company also perform the staging and testing, and they are also working the automation testing where your code review happens. So there is also a staging or testing branch. But if you are a very small team member, so I think you should follow main and developer branch, and from there you just work on the development. And after everything have been tested in the developer branch, so it should be merged in the main branch. Okay, so hope it is clear, and it is really very important. If you are not clear, so you can watch this tutorial again so that you know the clarity. Okay, great. And you mostly heard about the about the Git branch. What is the merge? So let's suppose I am the developer A and created a branch, that is the, I'm just giving the name, a branch B1. Okay, and let's suppose there is another developer, that is the B, and he have the branch B2. Okay, so basically what it meaning in that your project have in B1, your project is also in B2, and A developer is working, B developer is working. At some point, if A have work on some script, that is B is also working on that script, or anything that A is working and B have also working. So at that time, whenever you are going to merge these branches, it will not merge, it will show the conflict. So as a developer who is going to be merge these branches, so what is the best way? So let's suppose A want to merge, or let's suppose any other third person, you can say C want to merge. So C what will do? C will create another branch. He can create any branch from B1 or B2. Let's suppose he created from B1 to, he's created another branch, that is B3. And if he have created B3 from B1 or B2, let's suppose from B1, so what he will do, he will take pull of branch B2, and he will see the conflict, and he will just talk with a person, a B developer, that what they have work and what are the important thing we need in B3. So most of time you should avoid the merging, but in some cases if it is not, so at a one time you have to take a single branch. Like at a one point, if you are not able to make decision, so you have to discuss with A developer, B developer, and if they are not agreeing, so at a one time you have to make decision that you want to take the work of B1 or you want to take the work of the B2. Okay, let's suppose these branch have been merged in B3. Okay, like they have talked and they reach on decision and they work on the B3, and this B3 got merged in your developer branch. Okay, so it got merged on the developer branch. So let's suppose we assign another developer, that is the D, and he want to work. So what will be the right way to work? So what he will do, he will take the pull. So what you have to do, you have to create another branch from developer, that will be B4, and then he have to take the pull from developer. Okay, it will happen the locally. like in the system D is just going to be see what are the branches. So he's going on the developer branch, and from there he create another branch, that is the B4. And there are many cases. Let's suppose what happens, like he have pulled the developer branch. Okay, let's suppose again another developer, that is E, just did some work, okay, on the, you can say, B5. Okay, and it also get the merge in the developer branch. And if it is merged in the developer branch, and whenever you know that D is also working, so whenever D have to push his branch in the developer for the merging, so what you have to do, D have to take the pull from the developer branch. Let's suppose E have just done some work and it got merged in the developer branch, and D have already worked something, and he want to after the work completion he want to merge his branch in the developer. So first step, he have to pull developer branch, because he want some work, he want the updated work in his branch in B4. So if E developer branch have been merged in developer, so you have to just pull, and if there is any conflict, so he have to resolve, and after that he have to create the merge request, so that developer in the developer branch can be merged. So in some company they assign like TL or manager manage this merging part, but as a developer your work will be always take the pull from your branch, your core branch, like developer branch, because might be some developer work have been merged in the developer. So you have to take the pull and you have to see the conflict, so you have to resolve that, and then you have to pull and then you have to create the merge request for the developer. If you are not going to do that thing, so in some cases you will just doing work in the B4, and it have been long time, and after that whenever you are going to merge in developer, so you will see lots of conflict, and that will be not easy to resolve that thing. So might be it is getting longer video, but it is really very important, and this part is also mainly okay. So hope you understand, hope you enjoy, and in next part we will understand that how we are going to work on the branches. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you in next video. Bye bye. Take care.